At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Vibraville. Hope you guys had a good day. And for you guys in the Far East, hope you're having a good morning. What a ride it's been this whole last year. You know, such a brutal start to the year. Bitcoin starts pumping, breaking new all-time highs before the halving, and people are going crazy. And then altcoins just kept getting slaughtered. But the time has finally come. I think Bitcoin dominance is officially plummeting. I haven't checked today, but I just have a feeling it's on its way down. Maybe today with a little pump. And then we saw just that huge liquidation wick. And that's why I don't trade. You never hear me talking about leverage trading at all, because you can have the perfect trade set up and then these leverage flushes and these scam wicks come and boom, you're gone. So screw that. I'd rather hodl and figure out ways to earn passive income, like on Pulse Chain with these DeFi pools. It's TitanX with the stuff that's coming there. So exciting time to be in crypto right now. If you didn't see Lindsay's stream earlier with Pulse Lorian, definitely go check that out. Definitely a good dude trying to build stuff, bring new people into crypto, and get them into DeFi, get them into doing things the right way, controlling your money, earning yields. I think if people came and this was their first experience versus meme coins, rug pulls, and just the nonsense that goes on out in the mainstream, it'd be a lot different. But we could do what we can do. Top 100 looking pretty green. The favorites, Jasmy's been the one. It was almost 6 cents today, but pulling back a little bit right now, as expected. Can't go up forever. You always have to have a pullback. So the Hex is kind of cooling off. Karate Combat pumping. Love to see that. Karate's still down on the year. Like, this is the one that I'm accumulating right now. You know, next time I have some cash, I'll be buying more Karate just because it's down so much and it's not going anywhere. It's got a long-term use case. You know, it's not just going to fade away at the end of this cycle. They're going to keep building and growing, and that's what I want to be in. Early into great projects, and you just never know. Man, I can imagine what it would be like getting into ETH, you know, in the first 5-6 months, you know, getting into Binance in the first couple months. And now we got Pulse Chain. So even though it's been a rough almost 2 years, I think we're just turning the corner now where the main core maxi influencers are now talking about PDI. They're starting to talk about Atropa and the other stuff that's going on with the vote and stuff. So this is what we need. We need to talk about the biggest narrative in crypto, which is PDI, in my opinion. Because when people realize that the CBDCs are Circle and Ripple and Tether, man, PDI is going to just have that value. What up, yo, Mammy? J6 in the building. Appreciate you. G Dragon X. Tether printing money again to artificially pump Bitcoin. Any thoughts? You nailed it. I really think that there is something not artificial with the Bitcoin price. I think it's been manipulated. I think it's been propped up for a variety of reasons. And I think this 103 was the local top. And I think XRP is going to flip Bitcoin early next year. By like mid-April, I think XRP will be number one, and no one's going to know what happened. You know, we'll talk about Bitcoin in a little bit and the future with it, what's going to happen, I think, here shortly in the upcoming month or two. So Well, TitanX Hub. I'm not. Everything is just green, red right now. I mean, we're getting destroyed. Lotus up 28%. I love that because I got a bunch of Lotus miners. But we need something to happen here. We need something to happen in TitanX. The buy and burn has got to get cranked on for Dragon X or TitanX. Or everyone just chill out, stop dumping, and letting Shogun do its thing. It's burning so much TitanX off the market. Let it just keep going. And this ecosystem will be fine, guys. It's incredible. This is the polar opposite of XRP and Stellar and Hedera and our blue chips. TitanX, there's no admin keys, no ICOs, no pre-sales, nothing. It's pure DeFi. You wanted the coins, you have to take ETH and mint them. No one has an advantage. Everyone has the same shot at all these different projects. Well, I'm still on the screen. So if you don't know about this ecosystem and TitanX and you're an XRP, I'm telling you, look into this. It's a gem. Normie Degens go all in on sports fan crypto tokens for the rewards. Many people spend hours on social media playing Candy Crush. I spend time on fan tokens. What's the problem? So guys, already you're starting to see narratives for where it's going next. And I have a bag of chilies exactly for this because I've been saying for a while that the meme coins were onto something with communities, but nobody was loyal. So that was the problem. How do you get those meme coin community cults and have them stay loyal to your project? And I think there's no way of doing it really with meme coins for the long term. That meme culture is going to apply to sports teams, to musicians, to artists, and people are going to start getting a lot closer to the athletes, actors, whatever. I think that's the future right there, where you buy, directly into your favorite soccer team. And then, maybe you can buy the players' coins. I don't even know how it's going to go, but that obsession, the frenzy for memes is going to go towards like sports fan tokens, musician fan tokens. And there's some apps out there trying to do this, like, Tune FM and Galaxy and some stuff like that. So I just think it's interesting that they're already trying to give the next narrative for post meme coin run, because that was the top, guys. When Solana pulled live streaming, that was it. We'll never see meme coin volume that high again. I guarantee it. We are going to have a utility run. When has Larry Fink said meme coins are the future of blockchain? No, he says tokenization of assets, real world assets are the thing. They want to tokenize everything. All right. That's the future. Memes are going to do well, but they're not going to have shit on what's coming with the blue chip coins. But why do you think Hedera and Stellar and Ripple and Quant and some of these others IOTA have been ripping XDC? Because they're American companies. And if Trump's already hinting at no capital gains tax on American cryptos, and they would never, ever, ever say we're not going to tax cryptos unless they own a shitload of them and they don't want to pay taxes themselves. So that's what my gut tells me on these American coins: XDC, Stronghold, Velo, Cubic, Corium, HBAR, Algorand's another one I forgot, Cosmos, Flare, XRP. These are the ones that render probably no taxes because they own them all. And now you can start to see why these coins kind of didn't have a bull market last cycle. All the utility coins that are going to change the world and be used at scale and used for mass adoption of crypto and be the infrastructure of the stuff that's coming, they suppressed the shit out of them because they didn't want them in the hands of retail. So I think that giant shift from the meme coin degeneracy, crypto's all speculation, that narrative's going to shift over to real world assets, tokenization, utility, and real DeFi, what Richard Hart is creating, what TitanX is, where there's no rug pulls. Everyone has a fair shot. That's the future. And with Coinbase now, they're setting all-time high with transactions. That means retail is starting to come back. And I think it's, again, look what happened with Hawk Tua. I got a great recommendation from Rags to Riches. I got a call from my boy Chris from the Verse. Goo God hit me up, and they're all like, "Bro, we got to get into Hawk Tua. Like, we got to go. This is the one." I was like, "Are you sure? Really, Hawk Tua?" They're like, "God, oh yeah, bro, this is the one." So we all went into it balls deep, and we all got wrecked, and none of us saw it coming. I don't know how. Not one of us saw the Hawk Tua coin rugging, man. I'm kind of disappointed in us. I thought we were better than that, but I don't know. When you're thinking with the wrong head or something, shit gets crazy. But retail's coming back, and after seeing me and us get slaughtered there, they're going to be looking for other places to go. They're going to be looking for these sports fan tokens. They're going to be looking towards AI, towards gaming, towards new narratives. The meme coin shit is played out. And, I already talked about, guys, why we don't trade. Like, this is exactly why. A sudden drop to 93K. Who has enough money to drop Bitcoin hundreds of billions of dollars in market cap instantly? It's like, really? These little, oh, there we go. And there goes the camera. This is crazy, guys. Sorry, hold on 1 second. Like, these leverage flushes, they're not natural. That just doesn't happen. The market makers do it. Once leverage gets cooked too hot on longs or shorts, they got to rinse it. And that's why you don't see us trading at all. This plunge will go down in history, guys. It took Bitcoin 3 minutes to drop 10%, which equals $200 billion. 3 minutes, 200 billion. Oh my God, Smiley Capital says. Jeez Louise, folks. But Tom Sycamore believes the sharp retrace could mean Bitcoin's price plateauing in the short term. Oh, no. We don't see this as the end of the Bitcoin bull run, but it does signal we're entering a consolidation phase. Guys, I think this is it. All eyes are on the stock market. That's what I've been saying. Follow the S&P. The fact that we're already over 6,000 is freaking bonkers. So I don't know how long that can sustain itself for. That's what I'm going to be looking. 6,075. So if this keeps going, we're going to keep going. But if we start to kind of chop and roll over, that's it. Jeff Bezos sold a shitload of stock. Elon Musk sold a bunch of SpaceX. A lot of CEOs are selling stocks, which they know when to get out. So the top of the S&P is the top of the low of Bitcoin. And then we have a retrace, and then alts run like crazy, and then we see what happens in 2026. I'm not too sure. It's going to be all fun and dandy. But I was looking at this article. I was shocked to see on Cointelegraph how much things are changing. Our first streams were about Corium and Sologenics. And now, again, programmable smart tokens introduce a better way to build and scale decentralized apps on the blockchain. dApps are gaining more popularity among developers because their potential to enhance security and empower users. Last year, hackers took 179 million in smart contract vulnerabilities. But regardless, they're talking about Corium. Corium is a third-generation blockchain designed to serve as a robust infrastructure for decentralized apps. Corium's smart tokens are designed to surpass standard tokens by embedding natively programmable features. So like coupons and, I send you something and I only want you to spend it on one thing. I can program it in there. If you spend this on anything but Luna Classic, it gets burnt. So it's just cool is where it's going. But to see them finally get some spotlight, let's go. Corium, I think, is up to over 30 cents. I was telling you guys about it for the last couple of years. It was down at like 6-7 cents or 5 cents maybe. And now it's pumping. And it's going to keep running. It's a chosen one. They're partners with BitGo. And if you look into BitGo and how they work with Ripple, they work with all the market makers, with Fireblocks. Guys, it's all who you know in this world. It's all who you know. And Corium has the relationships. They will be put to the forefront. I think we got Jerome Bowles is coming out this week. And any of you guys really think they're honest about these jobless claims? Any of the numbers? They were off by 800,000 jobs last year. All these stats are fudged and just bullshit to fit their narrative. I don't even pay attention to it anymore. It's all nonsense. All of it. They're completely wrong, and they just come back and change it when it fits the narrative again. Bunch of bullshit. I don't pay any attention to it. It's a distraction. It's to get you to waste your time thinking, oh man, so if jobs went down and that means there's probably more job openings. That means people are home. They're not spending as much. So if they're not spending as much, and it's the 28th day of the month on the 33rd moon cycle. Oh, it could, I don't know. I think the markets are going to pump. It's just a distraction, all this bullshit. So stay away from it. Don't listen to any of it, in my opinion. You can if you want, but ever since 2008, it's all fugazi. It's all just made up nonsense, and it's just fantasy economics. So I think they're going to cut rates. I think Jerome wants to save face with Trump, or if he doesn't cut, that's going to be my sign that they want to blow it up before Trump comes in, which is a possibility too. And the stock market starts to correct hard, and then Bitcoin hits 80K. But I don't think that's going to happen. And this here, Ledger Insights, guys, it's just so bullish with all the stuff that's happening around the scene. DZ Bank starts piloting retail crypto offering with its first community bank. There we go. So retail and banks. Look at that. Citi, JP Morgan, others complete tokenization settlement trials on the regulated settlement network, the RSN. Guess what that is? Quant. So don't let these idiots fudge you out. Goldman Sachs clears streams HQLA in live DLT intraday repo transaction. Philippines completes wholesale CBDC trial. So what's coming, guys, is I think the reverse carry trade in Japan is going to come. And that's going to be a big problem. That's going to cause a lot of treasuries to be dumped on the market. I don't know if there's going to be enough buyers for that. That could cause a liquidity crisis. And if that happens, I think stocks start to go down. And because the ETF with Bitcoin, you can't settle it real time. So if Bitcoin has a flash crash like 15K, now you have all these institutions and banks and hedge funds that are upside down on one side of the books. That Bitcoin ETF's a big problem. They're going to have to liquidate other positions to pay that off. That's when you just see mass liquidations across the board in crypto and stocks everywhere. And I think that could lead to some sort of liquidity crisis where they have to usher in stablecoin legislation. And that's when Ripple's going to be here to save the day. Like the stablecoin was supposed to be here yesterday, and they still haven't approved it yet, which is really interesting. So I'm kind of cautious right now. Everyone's super bullish, but as soon as this happens in Japan with that carry trade, look at what happened last time we had the carry trade go bad. It was like September 5th or August 5th. Yeah, right here. This has got to be it. September 5th. Yep, right here. September 5th. Look what happened. Boom. We fell right down huge. Crypto went down bad. So Japan is the looming catalyst right there. Treasuries come onto the market. But I don't know. Tether's printing. So is that how they're manipulating this? They're Tether's buying all these treasuries that no one else would be buying. So there's something Ponzi scheme that's going on. And guys, XRP will flip Bitcoin next year early. By May 1st, XRP will have passed Bitcoin in market cap. Mark my words. Bitcoin's failed. You can't send it anywhere. The network clogs up. How they're going to save Bitcoin is bridge it onto the XRP ledger, bridge it onto the Flare ledger as a F asset. And then when it's on Flare, you can now pair up your Bitcoin with stocks, commodities. They have a futures exchange coming. So you'll be able to pair up all your stocks with cryptos. And that's the future with Bitcoin. And now you can earn yield on your Bitcoin on Flare as a F asset. And no one's talking about Flare. It just blows my mind. Like, where the hell are all these people talking about Flare? Like, this is the savior for Bitcoin once it goes bad. What's going to happen when they need to start liquidating the ETF because Bitcoin goes down a bunch and they don't have instant settlement? I guarantee you BlackRock rushes out the XRP ETF, and all of the institutions dump the shit out of their Bitcoin ETFs for the XRP ETF. That's going to happen. Okay. I promise you. Look at what I go back and watch my videos the last 2 or 3 years. Watch about all the stuff we've talked about. Stronghold, Velo, Jasmy, Quant. And we were in this stuff early. LCX, Saucer Swap, day one in the pre-sale. Talking about Hedera, Cubic in February this year. That's going to be the biggest AI coin. You can't ever fade Sergey Ivancheglo. Dude's an absolute genius. These other 2 coins were one in 3 most profitable pre-sales in history. So the dude's a chosen one. He knows who Satoshi is. He was mining Bitcoin back with Richard. And people are talking about other AI coins and not his. It's like, what the hell's wrong with this industry? Where's people out here that have done research and are telling the truth? Crypto Banter was shocked by the dinosaur pump, and he got a whole team of researchers. You're telling me not one of those assholes figured out that Ripple was going to pump hard because tokenization and all the partnerships they have around the world to bring assets on chain, and that's how it's going to pass Bitcoin. As soon as you have these companies say, yup, we now have a $1 trillion real estate portfolio of office buildings that's coming onto the XRP ledger. Boom, there's $1 trillion in value. Now we pass Bitcoin overnight without having to do anything. And people don't understand what's coming and how this is going to happen without, us having to see the volume of XRP 1000x and then the price. No, we don't even need that. All we need is a shitload of assets and liquidity to come on chain. And then the price of XRP is directly correlated to the amount of money it needs to settle on chain and privately. And what's going to happen when the banks are in big problems in the next 6 months? The bond market is upside down. The bond market that they used to rely on, that used to be their insurance companies, they are now screwed. Why do you think premiums are so high? Because they're not making money in the bond market anymore. So that is affecting everything, and it's all going to be transformed onto the blockchain and brought on chain. And Hedera and Stellar and Ripple and XDC and all the winning blockchains, were such a threat to the system in 2020, 2021. The banks had to come together and sue XRP and Ripple to slow the whole industry down so they could catch up and figure out a way to get their greedy asses a seat at the table. And that's exactly what happened, unfortunately. We saw, what was it? Signature Bank with Silicon Valley. They were not insolvent. They took them down as the distraction, or to get people thinking, oh, these crypto banks, oh, they're so risky. And then we had Signature Bank, which did the same thing as Silicon Valley Bank, and they are just so risky. Bullshit. They shut down Signet Bank for one reason only, so they could steal the technology of Signet, which was their 24/7 clearinghouse that all the exchanges used to settle on the back end overnight every day. So they would always be good to go the next day. If someone was short money, they let each other borrow it, they settle up, they're good to go. Instant settlement. Guess what happened? That technology got stolen from Signature Bank, got put into a what do they call them? They're banks, but they're like transition banks that are just basically like dummy companies. And normally that's what happens, but they didn't even do that. They straight up gave it to JP Morgan. So now JP Morgan owns all of that technology that Signature Bank had, that all the exchanges used on the back end. It's complete bullshit. It's a criminal organization that's going on. So if they're picking and choosing winners like that, and they are straight stealing technology, from Signature Bank and giving it to JP Morgan, you're telling me they're not going to make sure Ondo's a winner, Clearpool's a winner, and all these coins, Stronghold and Velo, you don't think they've already chosen the winners and put their own people in charge and in positions of power at those companies? It's like, guys, that's how the world works. If you don't think so, I got news for you. You should just go back into, dreamland, because that's how the real world works. And I'm here every single day doing research, figuring this shit out. And you just get to a certain point where it's like, you see the things that happen, you see the way the media presents the bullshit, and then you really find out the true story. And it's like, wait a minute, that was literally like a mafia coming in and just extorting them and just shutting them down for no reason. That's all exactly what happened. It was a hostile takeover for their technology. There's no way around it. They were nowhere near insolvent. And that's crazy. And when you realize that and you say, holy shit, and then they just gave it to JP Morgan, no bids, no auctions, nothing, just straight up handed it to them. Oh, it was called. Normally you're supposed to put that when that happens, those assets go into a bridge bank and then it goes out for bids and whatnot. Nope, not this time. JP Morgan, it's all yours. We'll just give it to you. And when I saw that, I was like, holy shit. So what if this little Johnny startup had the same type technology that he was working on the back end, but he was only settling, saw a few smart contracts, but it had the capability to scale endlessly, and it would just be so beneficial for these exchanges to use. You think little Johnny's got a shot of anyone using his technology? Hell no. They don't care. They're going to use what they're incentivized to use or who they have a relationship with. And that's just the way the world works. That's why we're still using Ethereum when there's shit that's so much better out here. And Bitcoin and ETH are 1-2, and they're the dinosaurs. It's ironic that Brand Bum Nooner calls XRP and XLM and HBAR the dino coins, but in reality, they're ETH, Solana, and Bitcoin. Those are the fucking dino coins. It's so funny. So all of this shit, guys, is planned out. We're just being played. We're fed these stupid narratives and these stories, and the market makers can fuck with any chart, pump anything, dump anything at any time. So the charts can reflect, the stupid news article that comes out. So we're all given a narrative and it makes sense because of the chart, when completely something else is going on behind the scenes. And it's crazy. And that's one thing that I've really started to realize and understand lately. So it's not even about what you have, it's who you know. So that's why I am so invested in the stuff I am. That's why I talk about the stuff I do. Sologenics and Corium and Polytrade and Cubic, some of the most boring coins you could ever hold in crypto. But you know what? Those are the ones that are the opportunity. No one's talking about them. You got to get in early when it's uncomfortable. When you say, man, I'm buying this coin, no one's talking about it. I know it's going to be a long-term winner, but if I just put some money in this other coin, I could catch a quick 40% pump, sell it, come back and have a little bigger bag. No, that's the wrong mentality. You have to be buying stuff saying, oh man, I know this is the right long-term move, but short-term, this sucks. And that's how I felt all bear market, adding to Sologenics, adding to Karate Combat every time it was going down, adding to Jasmy's bag when it was just falling toward Veracity, another one that just absolutely got destroyed. And now it's up almost 300% from the bottom, all the way down here at 003. And then it pumped up. I was like, all right, finally, we're off the bottom. Nope. Came down and made a new low at almost 002. And then that's where you come in. And that's where I bought a significant other portion. And now I think Veracity is going to do phenomenal. Hopefully it'll get to like 50 cents and I'll be so happy. But that's how you got to play crypto, guys. You can't come in after, oh my God, Jasmine pumped 19% today. All right, let me get into that, because you're going to get into this coin and it's going to drop down 25, 30%. And the coins that were red that you should have been into are going to pump 20%. So you just took a 50% loss. Yes, I saw that, bro, but I don't want to. I don't want to, because it's like a year-long lockup, I think. And I learned my lesson with Hex over staking and locking up for too long. So with Cubic, I'm gonna keep it liquid, and maybe I'll stake a little bit, but yeah, I'll look into it because if it's still a year, bro, it's too much for me. I don't want that. We could be in a bear market a year from now. But and you guys got questions, let me know. That's all I got, guys. We crushed it. We are in all the gems from Pulse Chain to TitanX to the XRP ledger to Stellar and the altcoins there, Hedera and the altcoins, XDC, Go Plugin, XSwap. I mean, we're in it all. Well, I'm super confident we're gonna crush anybody. You give me a meme coin portfolio, anyone, and I'll put my shit up against anyone out there. I'm an open book. All my stuff is out here. I mean, this isn't anything on Pulse Chain, but Sologenic, Saucer Swap, Velo, GPU, Stronghold, LCX, Flare, Jasmine, OXO, Cubic, TitanX, Spectre, Karate, Clearpool, Relio, Volt, PulseX, Corium, Scale, Veracity. I'm actually selling my Filecoin for XRP because they put it into they added it to iTrust Capital. So I bought some in there. Now I don't got to hold it liquid, which is beautiful. I'm gonna put that into some more XRP. But yeah, Alien X, Ledger AI. Man, what's Alien X is only $700 now. Man, I'm getting waxed on that. But Nakamoto, Cell Frames, a gem. Velodrome, Storage Chain just got beat up hard. Bad Mad Robots is a fucking awesome game. Check that out. This thing is going to blow up, I think. BioFi is going to be a gem. If they get cell phone deals with what they're doing, game over. Defactor, real world asset play. And now we're down into the dust. But yeah, I'll put this portfolio up against anyone's. And that's not even including like Sunny's ecosystem, PDI, Atropa, Teddy Bear, Anki, Alien, all the good stuff. But everything's dipping on Pulse Chain. Now's the time to bridge over and load up because Pulse is going to rip. And P-Render, let's go. I have a fat ass bag of this. I only sold a teeny bit the other day when we had that huge run up to 40 cents. Because if we did that, if we ran to 40 cents, I know the next run up is going to be $1. And sure enough, we're already starting to come up. I think that's I think Chaos Chris would tell me right there that there's 3 white soldiers followed by an Asian degen, I believe. Or no. Is that a pin hammer with a shooting star, a doge? I'm not too sure. But that's just bullshit. Just fucked either way. Let's go. But yeah, guys, not much happening. Dark is pumping back to $25. Shout out Hexway Vision with anti-gravity. Camo Joe, go do that, bro. If you need some pulse, if you don't have pulse, bro, and you need some for gas, let me know. I'll send you some pulse. I don't mind. You need to get these NFTs in your wallet because one of them is just for a ticket for this lotto cycle, but your NFT collects rewards forever. The other one. So when bro, I'm gonna say in another about 2 weeks. Shogun right now is burning like 800 billion to a trillion TitanX a day. So you give that 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, it's game over. That's gonna be more than half the liquid supply. And we have no more huge unstakes. We have no more inflation. So we're pretty much here, bro. Like, this is it. This is the last month of pain or the last week of pain. I really think so. And we're going to start to really pump. So, Camo Joe, go there. If you need pulse, let me know. For gas, go to the minting tab. And then once you're connected, it'll pop up right here. Add fuel cells wallet. Well, what haven't I been right on, bro? all the dinosaur coins, Sologenics, Corium, LCX, Stronghold, Velo, Casper's coming back. Got a line, got back into Alliance block, NXRA down at the complete bottom. I wanted to buy more Casper, but I didn't have any money at the time. But all the coins people are shocked by. Yeah, I know you mean TitanX. Yeah, 3 weeks. Because Shogun is the reason why it's going to start pumping. Shogun's going to be burning it. So, yeah, guys. Even the stuff like ORAI, this thing is pumping like crazy. I got into this at like $3. It was in October 2023, so it doesn't go down, but it was like $3. So that's up it was up 6-7x and still hasn't even moved yet. Velo, how do you do it, bro? I have all my Velo in Lobster wallet. Yeah, it's going to do that until, yeah, you need pulse with no gas. That's because it's trying to go find your pulse chain to use for gas. So it's going to just sit there and spin. But yeah, send it over to me. Because, bro, I got my Velo on Lobster wallet. It's not on Binance. So I thought the staking was only on Binance. Do you have to bridge it over or something? There he is right there, Hexray. I was just talking about you because Camo Joe here's got the NFTs in his wallet, but he doesn't have gas for it. So I told him I'll send him over some pulse chain so he can claim those bad boys because they're going to be worth something in the future. Well, I know he's going to be a happy man in like a year or two from now if he just forgets about it and lets it sit there. After he claims it, though. XRP, man, what are we gonna do here? Are we gonna roll over again? Or are we gonna kind of chop and then break back up? What do you guys think? Let's see, November 21st, so about a week. First, so about the 8th. So yeah, come on, 2 more days. Yeah, exactly, bro. I don't know how to bridge it over. I got mine on Lobster, so honestly, I'm good, bro. It's up so much. I bought like $250, and it's like over 4K now. It's insane how much it's up. But that's the thing. Getting in early to the right projects. Oh, you can bother Uncle Max any time of the week, Camo Joe. I give you permission. But no, Hexray is such a good bro, man. He's here to help people, bro. Like he really is. So you would never even bother him. He'd rather have you hit him up and ask a question than do something wrong or do something bad. So yeah, guys, interesting tomorrow. If we get a rate cut, oh boy, I think altcoins could absolutely just take off. Bitcoin, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think we're gonna start to run back up. I mean, that was just that nasty flash crash. I mean, 12% dip in one day. I mean, maybe that's the new normal. Maybe we don't ever see a 40% dip in Bitcoin. Get the fuck out of here. We're going to see a huge 30-40% correction. That's going to destroy the institutions. It's going to fuck up the entire market. It's going to cause panic. The XRP ETF is going to come out and they're going to rush liquidity in through the stable coin. And since it's instant settlement, that's going to be the solution right there. XRP is going to flip Bitcoin and no one's going to see it coming. But I told you about it. And even right now at 233 or whatever, XRP is a steal, guys. It's going to $500 probably $1,000 or so within 3 to 5 years. So just think about that, how high that can go. It's going to be, I would say, $50 a year from now. And then 3 years from now, 2 to 300, 5 years from now, 500 to 1,000. And it's $2 right now. No one wanted it at 40 cents when I was begging you guys to just buy it and put it away. So don't let it get away. It's going to be the last time you'll ever see it at these prices again. I've done the research. I'm not lying to you. I don't get anything out of this. You buying XRP is not going to pump my bags. All right. So smash that like button. 163 you in here. Appreciate the support. And yeah, good stuff. Good stuff, Camo Joe. Appreciate good stuff. Reach out to Hexray. He's a good dude. All right. See ya.